Hello aspirants, welcome back to Focus Prep Daily Current Affairs session. Today we are going to discuss all the important current affairs that were in the news, and along with that all the important concepts, all the static GK points as well, right? All the important static GKs that there is to discuss, we will discuss it today in this session. And this session is going to be in English like every day, because as a government aspirant you are expected to read, write and understand basic English, right? So I'm going to explain all the, if any difficult English term is also there, I'm going to explain it to you, okay? So that if you are weak in English, then also all these points will be clear. Now this is the PDF, and today's PDF and all these daily quizzes, the weekly current affairs, topic wise sorted weekly current affairs and the weekly MCQ you will get in our Telegram channel. So to download the PDFs, okay, go to the Telegram channel Focus Prep Current Affairs, and the link of it is given in the comment section. So go to the comments, click on the link and join this Telegram channel. Okay, now let's start with the most important current affairs and static GK of 19th of November. Also stick to the end if you are a PSC aspirant, state PCS exams, if you are appearing for those, if you are appearing for SSC exams, the SSC CGL Tier 2 dates have been announced right today. If you don't know, go check it out. And the railway exams, if you're appearing for that, these current affairs are going to be enough also for banking. Okay, now stick to the end, because at the end of today's video, okay, I am going to ask you one question from maybe from the current affairs of today, or maybe a GK related question, but it will be from today's video only. Okay, and I want to see how many of you can answer this in the comments. Tomorrow when I come back with tomorrow's current affairs, I will provide you with the answer in the comment section. So today's this question of the day, okay, this answer you will get in tomorrow's comment section. All right, now let's start. Let's just go through all the important current affairs and the concepts. See the first news. Valdesi Urquiza elected as the Secretary General of Interpol at the 92nd General Assembly. So Valdesi Urquiza, this name you have to remember. Interpol. Interpol is the International Police Organization. So the new Secretary General, the name is Valdesi Urquiza. This you have to remember. This election took place in the 92nd General Assembly. This 92nd General Assembly, this took place in Glasgow, which is in Scotland. Alright, now let's talk about some of the GK static GK points of the Interpol. Very important. Interpol, it is officially known as the International Criminal Police Organization, ICPO Interpol. So this is an international organization which facilitates, which looks after all the international crimes. Okay, so the international crime control, this is the main purpose of this international organization. And this Interpol, it is the world's largest international police organization. So its headquarters is also very important. Headquarters is in Lyon in France. Remember these headquarters, the currency, the capitals, these things are important for you GK. So remember, headquarters of Interpol is in Lyon in France. Now when was this founded? It was founded in 1923 during the International Police Congress. This International Police Congress, it took place in Vienna, okay, Vienna in Austria, and this was established by the name of International Criminal Police Commission. Now it is known as Interpol, but then it was established as International Criminal Police Commission. India became the member of Interpol in the year 1949. So India got independence in 1947, and after 2 years they became the member of Interpol. This again important information from your exam perspective. Now in India, the CBI, that is the Central Bureau of Investigation, they act as the India's National Central Bureau for Interpol. Now let's come to the next current affairs. Harbhajan Singh and Sania Mirza appointed as the Sports Ambassador of Dubai. Okay, so Harbhajan Singh, he was Indian cricket player, right? And Sania Mirza, she is a tennis player, right? So you have to remember Indian cricketer Harbhajan Singh and tennis player Sania Mirza. They are very famous personalities. I hope you know them. Now they have been appointed as the sports ambassador by the Dubai Sports Council. So for Dubai. So Dubai is trying to build and expand their reputation as a global sports destination. So for that purpose, they have been appointed as the ambassador. Now some very important facts about Dubai. Okay, this you have to just make a note, if you have to highlight this from the PDF. First of all, Dubai is the most populous city within the UAE, the United Arab Emirates. Within that, it is the most populous city. Now you know about Burj Khalifa, right? All of you have heard its name. I hope you have. This is the world's tallest building and it is located in Dubai, right? So Dubai, again important GK fact, Burj Khalifa is located there. And Dubai is the first government in the world to become 100% paperless. So the first government, okay, in the world to become 100% paperless is Dubai. Important fact, make a note of it. Okay, next current affairs. World Antimicrobial Resistance Week 2024 have been observed, and this year's theme is Educate, Advocate, Act Now. Okay, so what is this antimicrobial resistance? Antimicrobial resistance, what does it mean? It means that, see, we take back antibiotics, right? When we are ill, some kind of bacterial infection is there, then we take antibiotics. So when there is a continuous usage of antibiotics within our body, what happens is that these bacteria, these fungi, bacteria, parasites, they become, they become resistant to these antibiotics. That is, they adapt to these antibiotics, and they learn to survive even if you take antibiotics. So after a point of time, you will see that within our body, these antibiotics, they will not function very well. So that is called antimicrobial resistance. So that is why this week is observed, okay, from 18th to 24th of November, to raise the awareness and promote best practices to reduce the spread of drug resistant infections. So to make people aware that this kind of resistance can develop. So let's not take antibiotics if you have a little bit of cough or cold or any, those are viral infections. Even for those viral infections, we take antibiotics, right? So continuously taking this kind of antibiotics, unnecessary intake of these drugs, this leads to the resistance. So after a point of time, these antibiotics and these drugs, they will not work. Okay, so the bacteria will become drug resistant. So to make people aware of that, this was observed this week, and the theme is important to remember: Educate, Advocate, Act Now. Okay, see, here we have mentioned it about the antimicrobial resistance. What happens is that it occurs when bacteria, virus, fungi or parasites, they adapt over time, making these antimicrobial agents, that is the medicines like antibiotics and antivirals, also ineffective. So they won't be effective anymore. Okay, now another very important news: India successfully tests long-range hypersonic missile. What is hypersonic missile? Missiles that travel at a speed more than the speed of sound. Okay, so more than, if the speed of the missile is more than the speed of sound, then it is called hypersonic missile. Okay, so India has successfully conducted a flight trial for their first long range hypersonic missile. And where has this been tested? The testing zone is also important: Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Island in Orissa. Okay, so this you have to remember. Now see, another important fact is that these hypersonic missiles, they travel at the speed of 5 Mach or more than that. So 5 times the speed of sound, they travel at this speed. Okay, 5 Mach or more than that. Mach is a unit of sound. Okay, unit of speed, sorry. It is the unit of speed of sound. Okay, Mach, remember this. Now, the missile, this has been developed by DRDO, the Defense Research and Development Organization. DRDO have developed this. This was primarily designed at the Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Missile Complex in Hyderabad. So this is where it was primarily designed, and now it has been test fired also. Now another space tech related current affairs, very important: India's GSAT-20 satellite to be launched via SpaceX Falcon 9. So this SpaceX, it is a private company, right? Space company. So SpaceX Falcon 9, this will launch India's GSAT-20 satellite. GSAT stands for what? Geosynchronous satellite. Okay, geosynchronous. What does that mean? That means that the satellites, that travel in at the same orbital speed of Earth. Okay, so suppose this is the axis of the Earth and this is the Earth. Okay, so this kind of GSAT satellites, geosynchronous satellites, they will travel like this. They will, rotate just like this in an orbit. They will rotate. Okay, and their speed, the speed of the satellite, the rotational speed will be the same as that of Earth. So along with Earth, it will move and it will surround the Earth and it will travel along it. Okay, so those are geosynchronous satellites. Now this GSAT-20, okay, this will be launched by SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket. And where from will this be launched? This will be launched from Cape Canaveral in USA. Okay, this has been developed by ISRO. Again, you have to remember this GSAT-20, it has been developed by ISRO. And what is the function of this GSAT-20? Why will this be launched? It will provide communication services, internet connectivity to remote areas. So that is why this GSAT-20 has been developed, to provide critical communication services, internet connectivity to remote areas. The weight of this GSAT-20 is around 4,700 kg, so it is very heavy. So that is why it is too heavy for the ISRO's LVM-3, which is also called Bahubali. What is LVM-3? It is the Launch Vehicle Mark 3, right? Launch Vehicle Mark 3. This is all, a lot of times this is in news. So these are launch vehicles of ISRO. These are developed by ISRO. So this particular GSAT-20, this weight is so heavy, okay, is that the Launch Vehicle Mark 3, which is ISRO's indigenous launch vehicle, this cannot launch this. That is why we are going to launch this with Falcon 9 rocket. Okay. Now LVM-3, let's talk about this a little bit. Launch Vehicle Mark 3, it is a 3-stage rocket. So this 3 stands for 3-staged rocket. Okay, it can launch satellites of up to 4,000 kg, but this GSAT-20, it is 4,700 kg, so it cannot launch it into the geostationary transfer orbit. So this LVM-3, they launch these satellites to the geostationary transfer orbit in the space. Okay. This Bahubali, this is the nickname given to LVM-3. It is called Bahubali rocket. And remember that LVM-3, okay, this has been used for missions like Chandrayaan-2 and Chandrayaan-3. So all these missions, Chandrayaan-2, Chandrayaan-3, these were launched by the LVM-3 rocket launching system. Okay. Now let's come to another important current affairs. Super Typhoon Man-E hits the Philippines. So it's a super typhoon. So what is a super typhoon? So super typhoons are typhoons which can sustain the surface winds with a speed of 240 km/h. So typhoons, typhoons are tropical cyclones. So we have talked about this previously also, that tropical cyclones, they are known in different regions of the world, by different names. So it depends on where these tropical cyclones are originating. So typhoon is a form of tropical cyclone. So they are characterized by what? Very high speed winds. Okay, this is the center of the storm. This is called eye, and surrounding this we have very high speed winds which rotate like this. So when this wind speed is sustained means continuously the wind speed can continue for a prolonged period of time, it continues to be around 250 km/h or even more than that, then it is called a super typhoon. Now you have to remember this name, Man-E. Okay, this has made landfall where? In Philippines. Okay. Now let's talk about the hurricanes, cyclones and typhoons, where they are called by what name. So these are all forms of tropical cyclones. So same weather phenomena, high speed wind, right, storms basically, but they are known by different names depending on where they are taking place. So typhoons form in the Northwest Pacific Ocean region. So when it is in the Pacific Ocean region, it's typhoons. Okay, they impact Japan, China, Philippines, these areas. Okay. Now they are known by the name of hurricanes when they form in the North Atlantic region, the Central North Pacific region and the Eastern North Pacific Oceans. And they are known by the name of cyclones if they form in the South Pacific and in the Indian Ocean region. So all these tropical cyclones which make landfall in India, we generally call them cyclones, right? But when they take place in Japan, China, Philippines, these kind of regions, they are known by the name of typhoons, and they are called hurricanes when they occur in the North Atlantic, Central North Pacific and the Eastern North Pacific Oceans. Clear? Now let's talk about the next very interesting current affairs. USA returned 1400 looted artifacts to India. So the United States, they have recently handed over 1400 looted artifacts from India, which is valued at around $10 million. Okay, so this is part of a treaty. Okay, this was signed with India in July 2024. India and USA signed their first cultural property agreement, not a treaty, an agreement. I'm sorry, treaty has different meaning. So cultural property agreement, this was signed between India and USA, and by this the first transfer has been made. So by this agreement, USA have agreed to return all the illicit trafficking of antiques. So antiques, they are very antiquities, these are very historically important things, and they are very highly valued also, right? So these are often smuggled away to different countries. Now USA has promised to return these stolen items back to India, and not only India, to South and Southeast Asian countries. So this agreement, it will return the stolen cultural items to South and Southeast Asian regions. So under this, recently this 1400 looted artifacts have been given back. Now let's talk about COP29. Here the Global Energy Efficiency Alliance have been announced in this COP29. So this COP29 means the Conference of Parties. COP stands for the Conference of Parties. It is the conference that takes place every year between various countries regarding what? Regarding the climate change issues, right? How to slow down climate change, what all we can do, right? So this year it is the COP29 and it is taking place where? In Baku in Azerbaijan. So see, this conference, this is going on, this is ongoing at the moment. Okay, so once it completes, the whole information of COP29, and make a separate video on this. For now, let's see what is there in news today. It talks about the Global Energy Efficiency Alliance. This has been announced by the United Arab Emirates, UAE. Okay, now why this energy alliance have been announced? What will it do? It seeks to double the global energy efficiency rates by 2030. Now a special focus will be given under this alliance on the African nations to provide them with customized financing and technological solutions for energy efficiency. So to improve energy efficiency in these African nations, okay, that will be looked after under this alliance. Okay, now UAE, this particular alliance, this has been formed by the UAE consensus. Okay, so this UAE consensus, this took place in the last year's COP28, all right, to advocate a transition from fossil fuels to a more sustainable fuels to achieve net zero, this goal net zero by 2050. Okay, so under this UAE consensus only, this initiative have been have taken place now. Now let's talk about this tsunami ready recognition that 24 coastal villages in Orissa have got. Okay, so this 24 coastal villages of Orissa, they have been recognized as the tsunami ready. Okay, they have been recognized as tsunami ready by whom? By UNESCO. Now the 24 coastal villages, okay, across 6 districts of Orissa, they have been recognized as tsunami ready. What does tsunami ready means? That they will be prepared when if in case a tsunami occurs again, they will be prepared to deal with it. Now they have been announced this by the Intergovernmental Oceanographic Commission of UNESCO. So within UNESCO, there is an Intergovernmental Oceanographic Commission who have given this, who have recognized this for these 24 coastal villages in Orissa. Now this recognition, it was granted during the second Global Tsunami Symposium in Indonesia. What is symposium? What does this term mean? Symposium means it is a conference. When a conference takes place on a particular issue, particular topic, then it is called symposium. Okay, so in this conference that took place in Indonesia regarding global tsunami, here this recognition was granted to these 24 villages of Orissa. Under the Tsunami Ready Recognition Program, these 24 villages, they have been implementing these preparedness measures. Preparedness measures to what? To, deal with tsunami if tsunami occurs again. Okay, so training, awareness campaigns, mock drills, all these were taking place within these 24 coastal villages under this Tsunami Ready Recognition Program, TRRP. Alright, now let's see the next current affairs. FIFA unveils NASA-inspired trophy for expanded 32-team club World Cup. Okay, so a World Cup, the FIFA World Cup next year is going to take place, and that will have a new format of game where there will be 32 team clubs playing. Okay, so FIFA have unveiled a new trophy which is NASA-inspired golden trophy for this particular World Cup, which is an expanded 32 team club World Cup. Okay, so this trophy has been introduced by FIFA for this particular expanded 32 team club World Cup. So this trophy, it is a golden trophy inspired by NASA, by NASA's 1970s Voyager mission, and it is also inspired by the periodic table and also by the mapping of celestial journeys. Celestial, whenever you see these kind of terms, it means related to the stars. Okay, so this trophy, it is an amalgamation, that is to say it is a fusion, okay, that links football with exploration and global unity. So NASA's 1970s Voyager mission, periodic table, and mapping of celestial journeys, all these together has inspired this new golden trophy that has been introduced by FIFA. And this trophy will be awarded for the first time ever to the winner of the 32 team tournament that will take place in 2025. So 2025 FIFA World Cup, this is planned to be the 21st edition of it, and it will have 32 teams. Okay, so it is expanded format, 32 teams they will play this tournament. And where is this scheduled to take place? It will take place in the United States. Last year in 2023, the Manchester City, they got the defending champion title. Okay, so last year it was the Manchester City who got the defending champion title. They won under the old format. Now a new format will be introduced with 32 teams, and that will take place in United States. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be conferred Nigeria's second highest national award and key to Abuja. Abuja is the capital of Nigeria. Okay, so Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, he will get the Nigeria's second highest national award. And what is that award called? It is called the Grand Commander of the Order of Niger. Now these are important again for your GK. If you are asked that what is Nigeria's second highest national award, it is the Grand Commander of the Order of Niger. Now Prime Minister Modi, he will become the second foreign leader just after Queen Elizabeth to receive this honor. So it's a very high honor. So this only the only foreign national who have received this previously was Queen Elizabeth, and now Prime Minister Modi is receiving it. Also, he will receive a key to the city of Abuja. It is a symbolic gesture. Okay, so it is a symbol of trust and honor that Nigeria is showing towards Narendra Modi. Now, Nigeria is a country. It is in, where is it located? It is in West Africa. Okay, and it is the most populous country within Africa. So within Africa, Nigeria is the most populous country located in the western part, West Africa. Okay, the capital of Nigeria is Abuja. That is why the symbolism of key to city of Abuja. Nigerian Naira is the currency of Nigeria. Again, currencies are important, capitals are important. So Nigerian Naira. Remember Naira, it is the currency of Nigeria. Now Nigeria, it is referred to as the giant of Africa because of its large population. Okay, Nigeria is also known as giant of Africa. Let's look at the next current affairs. NASA and Microsoft have launched Earth Copilot AI tool for simplified access to geospatial data. So now Microsoft and NASA, they have together launched this new AI tool, new AI chatbot called Earth Copilot. Okay, so Earth Copilot, what will it do? This chatbot, it will simplify all the datas, NASA's datas, geospatial datas. Okay, so geospatial means all the space related and Earth related datas that NASA gathers. All this will be simplified, okay, in simple plain languages for the layman, that is for the ordinary people to understand. Using Microsoft's Azure cloud, the tool will allow users to retrieve the Earth science insights from the through the plain language queries. So that is the purpose of this chatbot. You have to remember who have developed this. NASA and Microsoft, they have collaborated to develop this Earth Copilot. Copilot was already an AI chatbot of Microsoft. Now Earth Copilot has been launched. So that is all the important current affairs that there was to discuss along with the static GKs. If you have any doubts, comment it in the comment section. Now it's time for the question of the day. So today's question from my side is, when did tsunami occur in India? Comment it in the comment section. Give me the answer in the comments. Tomorrow, in tomorrow's daily current affairs session, in the comments you will get the answer. Okay, subscribe to the channel if you think you are benefiting from our videos, our classes, our study materials. Then please subscribe and join the Telegram channel Focus Prep Current Affairs. The link you will again find it in the comments. Okay, if you have any problem, if you can't find the link or can't join it, then let us know in the comments. Okay, our team will get back to you. That is all for today. Thank you.